we left San Diego on March the 3rd, and we decided to go up the California 101 highway because it hugged the coast. It was mostly through little towns, but we did see the ocean a few times. Went through Cardiff by the sea and Encino, and then we were going to go to Oceanside, but decided it was better just to cut over to I-5. And I-5 took us basically through Camp Pendleton and up to Capistrano by the sea. And then we took some routes that were toll routes up off I-5 that took us over to I-15 through Ontario and up to the San Bernardino Mountains, which at one point we were at about 4,000 feet.
We stopped for the night just east of Barstow, California, and we stayed in a campground at a ghost town, which was Calico, California, and this was an old silver mining site, and the mines were around there, and you could walk into the mountain to see the mines. We did not go into the mountains, but it was a very interesting place to stay in this restored ghost town.
March the 4th, we got out back on I-15 and went through Yermo, California.
We went through the Soda Mountains and wilderness areas and a lot of desert scenery and reddish appearing hills that were magnificent. There were some very steep grades going through the Shadow Mountains. We're getting good at driving through mountains. We've done a lot of them, and Dave is very good at handling that motorhome throughout. We passed a very large strip mine that was very interesting, and you could see what that kind of mining does to the landscape.
Shortly after that, we got off I-15, got on a California road over to Searchlight, Nevada, and from Searchlight, it's all downhill to the Colorado River at a place called Cottonwood Cove, which is a kind of a RV resort, and during the summer they have houseboats that you can rent there, all kinds of different houseboats. And it was a beautiful spot. I took a hike down by the river and then up the hill there, up the mountain, which had a great view of the cove area. And we spent a couple of days there. And I thought, boy, climbing out of there was going to be fun because it was a coast all the way down to the river. I don't think I touched the gas hardly ever. But the motorhome did fine. We got up to back up to Searchlight and then headed to Laughlin, Nevada.
March the 6th, we stopped for lunch at the Roadkill Cafe. It's on Old Route 66, so we did actually do a couple miles of the old route. Most of it is gone now. And then we went through Winslow, Arizona, which we stopped and stood on the corner in Winslow, Arizona, and we saw the flatbed Ford and we saw the statue, and the souvenir shop there sells a lot of the Eagles records, so that was kind of fun.
Standing on the corner of Winslow, Arizona, such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, slowing down and take a look at me. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy.
That night we camped at where'd we camp? In a state park in the desert. Today is March the 7th, and we drove across part of the Painted Desert. The Painted Desert is really a bunch of hills and buttes and mesas that you can see the different strata in the rocks, and it gives it kind of a rainbow effect of colors. We also drove through the petrified forest, which is not really a forest. We didn't really stop to look for any petrified pieces of tree, which is what it is.
on I-40, we crossed the Continental Divide, which at that point is 7,270 feet, which is the highest we've been so far on our trip. And in the distance, we could see Mount Taylor, which is named after Zachary Taylor, and it's a snow-covered peak in the San Mateo mountain range. Really an impressive looking sight.
And tonight we arrived in Albuquerque. We are staying at the KOA and looking forward to being here for 5 days.